2 shows enter, 1 show leaves. It's an iCarly versus Victorious show smackdown. In this corner, the dirty joke champ who ruins your childhood weekly, weighing in at over 2.5 pugs, Whitney Van Laningham. And in that corner, the beast from the bayou, ready for her magical girl transformation sequence, Kris Carr. Which host will survive this knockdown, drag-out fight to the death?
Wait, what? Scott, this isn't a cage match.
Prove it! Hit like, punch subscribe. Let's duke it out. iCarly versus Victorious.
Are you kidding me? iCarly's theme song is vastly superior to Let It Shine. Here I am, once again, to announce a lame high school drama. iCarly's theme song was an upbeat, stick-to-your-brain jam. Sure, Victorious came along with some songs that were absolute fire later. But your theme sets your show. Think of all the shows you watched as a kid that you loved. They're scorched in your brain, right? Like, just ask Betty White about the Golden Girls tune. It's fun, it's catchy, and she's the only one still alive to talk about it. iCarly's tune is way more memorable, sing-along worthy, and fun.
Excuse me? Victorious is literally a show about a gifted and talented musical performance school. They have this intro song in the bag. Plus, who sang Victorious's theme song? That's right, Victoria Justice. Victoria later went on to have an insane musical career. She starred in Spectacular, toured with Big Time Rush, and absolutely slayed as Janet Weiss in Rocky Horror Reboot. Remind me where Miranda Cosgrove is in her musical career after singing the iCarly theme song?
Memory all alone in the moonlight.
Stop. Okay, good. That's pretty good. All right.
Thank you, I rest my case. Plus, this theme song was all about following your dreams and using your imagination, and I think we can all agree that that's the best advice out there, right guys?
So was the entire plot of School of Rock. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, girl. All right, we might not be the best people to discuss the merits of these storylines since going to a theater arts school is something I did, and having a YouTube show seems totally normal to us. But that being said, you've got to give the storyline to iCarly. The only twist on the typical Nick formula of friends in middle school/high school was that it was an arty school. Ooh. With iCarly, you have these 3 friends creating their own content, beginning to build a media empire. The show within the show was something you'd actually watch, you know? It's almost like we're being paid to do the same thing. And these kids are doing it at 13. I couldn't make toast at 13. And we've got your typical teen angst with all the ups and downs that come with being attracted to your friends, having and failing at relationships, as well as the sort of slapstick physical comedy Nick is known for delivering. Just look at your own videos, Whit. Isn't your iCarly Dirty Jokes video the most watched video ever on the channel? The people agree. iCarly is the show they'd rather tune into. I really wish I had a mic right now so I could just drop it.
Oh man, speaking of that video, Gibby's younger brother is Guppy. Oh my god. And whatever, Victorious is catching up, but like, that being said, if you guys want to go watch Victorious Dirty Jokes like 7 million more times right now so that I can prove a point, that would be super chill. And I love the idea of Hollywood Hearts High. I was a total outcast before I got contact lenses and went to college. I spent 98% of middle school fantasizing about going to a high school where there were other weird theater kids like me who would spend their free time practicing elaborate song and dance numbers and getting into hijinks. Besides, who didn't want to go to a high school where every single person was hot and talented? The makeout parties at Hollywood Arts High must have been insane. Ariana Grande was there. I love the idea of using a show like Victorious to escape into a world that I wouldn't have been able to create on my own. High school was high school. It sucked. And that's why using your imagination, like the Victorious theme song tells you to do, is so rad.
Sam Puckett. End of discussion. Sam was a fantastic character. Her hilarious devil-may-care attitude made the show. She was great. So great, she even got her own spinoff. Now I'm sure you're gonna counter with, well yeah, she and Kat got that spinoff. I'd say Sam was still the heart of the show, with Kat playing weird second fiddle to her blonde counterpart. And you know what? I'm also a sucker for Spencer. Nick and Disney both loved to pull the affable nitwit adult, and Spencer made sense. He was trying to help raise Carls while remaining true to himself as a person, as an artist, as a caretaker, and as a brother. And when Carly was having a hard time navigating life as a teenager, Spencer was always there for her, no matter how idiotic his advice was. These characters had real depth and heart. The entire cast of Victorious can't hold a candle. Also, Gibby. Does your show have a Gibby? I think not!
I don't know, dude. Gibby takes his shirt off a lot. And I'm like, I do not need to see his preteen baby boy nipples. Zach Oliver, on the other hand, is only like a year younger than me, and he's also featured shirtless pretty often on Victorious. Do you see why I'd rather watch this show? And please, Cat Valentine was the funniest, best character on any live-action Nickelodeon show. Sam was straight up abusive. She's like a very violent person, and I feel like Homegirl really needs to join an anger management support group. If you take away the laugh track, her threatening to physically maim people all the time is actually really disturbing.
Do you have any pudding cups? One, and I already promised Freddie he could have it after the show.
Kat, on the other hand, is sweet and innocent and cute, and her singing voice is basically 2010 Mariah Carey. And don't even get me started on Jade. Jade's whole bitchy goth vibe gives me life. I'm pretty sure she'd have an amazing Marilyn Manson Deftones Kidney Thieves playlist on Spotify, and she's definitely the hottest character on the show. And nobody is funnier or more talented than Andre. Dude can play a ton of instruments, but especially the keyboard. Honestly, I have no idea why more girls aren't trying to get with him. Plus, there's no one more awkward and cringy on television than Robbie. Homeboy walks around with a ventriloquist dummy. He's entertaining as hell. I just don't like the characters on iCarly as much. Freddie's a dweeb, Sam's one sawed-off shotgun away from San Quentin, and Gibby's always taking his shirt off, and Spencer's kind of a dumbass.
Of course, these are just our opinions.
And if we can agree, chances are you've got your own thoughts on who's right. Me.
Or me. Super me. It's totally me.
Let us know in the comments below who you agree with and why. The loser will be viciously eaten by sharks.
What?
Dude, literally no one agreed to that.
Save me, Richard Dreyfuss!